Hi everyone, John Krehbiel in with you on Hometown Happenings, AM 1230 KOTS and Mix 94.3 FM, KDEM Deming. Very honored today to have Jack Blandford, our County Extension Agent, chatting with us. And Jack, you've had a couple busy weeks, and it seems like you're busy all the time. And I was thinking just the other day, Jack, that the fair's just around the corner. But before we reach out that far, you had your shooting sports banquet a couple weekends ago, and I was very honored to be a part of that in my tiny little way that I was. But I was quite impressed with it. How did everything go, and who all do you need to thank?
Okay, yeah. Well, no matter how many people I think, I'll always forget somebody, John, so just do a shout-out to the community for the support that they give us. But, yes, I appreciate Bravo Mike for being there, and you personally for being there and seeing what, some of our hard work does pay off here in the community when we work with kids and parents and the community as a whole. I mean, huge turnout for our event, and just want to thank everybody who took part in that, whether buying a ticket or donating an item or participating in the raffles, drawings, the auction portion, live and silent, as well as our bucket draws that we had, and all of our events throughout the night, very successful. I've always said this, Luna County turns out for the kids, and I'm very grateful for that, to get to work in that industry and see what we can do when there is a need that arises. So one group I need to really thank, of course, is my office staff. I couldn't do this without the people that work with me and volunteer with me, because there's a lot of volunteer hours that we can't get paid for, and that includes myself, and I'll say that as well. But like I said, we start with them, and then of course Pepper Supermarket, huge supporter of community events, and I can't stress it enough that we need to support those individuals in any manner we can for what they do for my program, as well as the whole community. When somebody gets ready to do a community event, they're always the first ones at the table to help out. So big shout out to them. Of course, Red Mountain Bunker, local gun shop here in our community, been large supporters. And the list goes on and on, John. The county helping us with the building there at a little bit of a reduced rate for a nonprofit to help us with that. And like I said, I'm not going to go because I'll forget somebody, but those are some of the huge players that we had there with us that night. Like I said, I want to thank you again for being there and playing some music for us and taking part in that. And then, like I said, our volunteers, our committee that helps put this on, all of us are volunteers on that. And like I said, it's sure a big undertaking to take care of and get all that done in one evening. It takes months and months of preparation to pull that off. The kids are who really benefit from that, John. Just want to do a shout-out to the community for coming out and helping us with that. Kind of change gears a little bit out of the youth realm, which Catherine and I both are very busy with that this time of year as we're getting different programs and projects kicked off. That's the largest project we have in our county as well as the state, yes. So yeah, John, the monies raised at our annual banquet, of course, goes for all of our shooting sports program kids. Everything from the state competition to our district competition to ammunition, targets, et cetera, all the accessories they need to take part in that shooting sports program. Of course, it's the largest program we have in the county as well as in the state, so it takes quite a few dollars to finance that program, and so that's why we're out doing our fundraising event every year for those kids. So thank everybody for everything they did in the way of supporting us, and like I said, we look forward to working with you in the future. So
have a great day, brother. Thank you, Jack.
All right. Thank you, John.
Bye-bye. County Extension Agent Jack Blandford. Jack, I thank you for your time. Thank you for everything you do for our youth. And, of course, thank you once again for inviting me, the radio stations here in Bravo Mike, to the event. It was a lot of fun. And thank you for listening to your Hometown Happenings community calendar on your Mix 94.3 FM, KDEM, AM 1230, KOTS, part of the Bravo Mike Communications family of radio stations.